Welcome to the global community of Tiashans. It is exactly 2:01 in the Eastern Caribbean Islands, now in New York, or 3:01 Eastern Caribbean time. It's exactly, I think, 7:01 p.m. West Central Africa time, equally 1900 Greenwich Mean Time. Welcome to TACC, the Abundance Community Coin that gave birth in 2019, November 4th, when Mr. Abundance decided once and for all to take up the challenge from the community. As one person puts it, Mr. Abundance, if you're not satisfied, create your own coin. And so that is how the Abundance Community Coin all started, where a progressive minded people from around the world prepaid for their coins, knowing that TACC will become the global coin or the global cryptocurrency in a very short order. And so you're welcome. Today we will look at the quote I gave this morning: the changes that you seek, the changes that you seek in others starts with us. Whatever changes you are looking for, it begins with us. And so let us change the way we think as we go uphill in TACC. You know, today somebody sent me a post that my prime minister posted. No job, no job, no job. In other words, if you're not going to take the vaccine, there's no job, and you will not travel. I will share my screen just to show you my prime minister Facebook page. This is no joke. And so when I tell you folks that this is where this is my prime minister Facebook page. The consequences of not vaccinating are more hospitalizations and deaths, and disseminated economy, a decimated economy, permanent job losses, and increased poverty. This is what my prime minister, the mouthpiece of WTO, the criminals, the mouthpiece of the criminals, is saying that except you take the vaccine, except you take the HIV, because that is what Australia now is actually finding out, that they are false HIV positive after cases of vaccination. And here he says, no vacation, no vaccination, no travel. I have repeatedly said that the elites and the governments will do it for us if we don't do it for ourselves. There is no other antidote for the elites' plan, because the elites have to use the government. The elites control WTO, WHO, the World Bank, the IMF, UN, UNICEF. They control all the global organizations. And the global organization takes their instruction from the 1%. And once they give it to the globe, and I must also add the media to those global organizations, because it's the same people that controls the media. And so you have the 1% directing the global body, and then they will issue the directive to your governments. And they now have, because they are the enforcer. The government are the enforcer, and then they use brutal force to enforce what the 1% is saying. And that is what is now happening. No vaccination, no travel. May I say to all of us that cryptocurrency has come to cripple the elite's plan. Except you still believe that government love you, except you still believe in them criminals that you have been voting for, then you can continue, because there will be no one that will be spared. And and he said he took the vaccine, but they don't take any vaccine now. They're all taking water. That's what they're taking. They're taking water. And then you now will have to take the vaccine, the real thing. Anyhow, so that is it with the Prime Minister's page here that I'm now scrolling down. No vaccination, no travel. No vaccination, no job. No job, no jobs. All right. So that is enough there for my Prime Minister's desk. We have update. Let me continue to share my screen. I think this is in order. You know what is happening here. I'm doing some house clean. Allow me, and I need to play TACC song as well. But let me just give you the update on our fundraising, and that's from this morning. I have not checked to see where Bitcoin is. And so far, this is where we are in our fundraising drive. We are at $1,924,798.27, which means we need $575,201.73 to complete the certification of the coin. Presently, we are at 15,811 members. The page might be showing a little less, but I have the updated figures. The coin is at 21 days to end the 50 cents. All right, so this is the update. Now let's bring in our theme song. G-Man become son of abundance. Um, I will continue to share my screen here. We're doing some house cleaning. This week, we saw a couple promotion appointment that took place. This is our newly appointed regional executive director for East Africa, Pastor Joseph. We want to congratulate you, sir. Also, recently appointed for West Africa, regional executive, Pastor Goodwin Sylvester. We also want to acknowledge the hard work that you have been doing from behind the scene and also in front of the scene. And so we want to congratulate you two gentlemen for your newly appointment as the regional executive director for your region. Thank you very much. All right, so we can now stop sharing the screen here. All right, now let me introduce my panel. As they are ready for me here, we have Johnny the Bank, our assistant coordinator for Togo. We have Mr. N4, our regional executive director for the French, Prosperous Prince, our national executive coordinator. We have Emmanuel John, our national executive coordinator for Nigeria. Gentlemen, we want to welcome you on board. We're talking about the idea of TACC going to market live and not in silence. And so persons are asked to throw out their ideas so that as we meet this week as leaders, we will have input from the global body as well. The country that we will launch, everyone will know that TACC is launching. Is one thing I can assure that country of, that from coast to coast, they will know that we are live. From president down to the smallest child shall know. That I will guarantee the TACC. And so we already begin to put certain plans in place for that to happen. So we spoke about the media in your country because the media will play a very vital role in television and radio. We also spoke about adopting at least one school in your country so that we can award them with at least one coin for the children. And of course, that decision will come from the National Executive Coordinator and his team on the ground as to which school in that country will be chosen to receive TACC. And I will advise that we go for public schools because there is where the poorest children are, in the government schools. All right, so I want to welcome the panelists again. We're going to make it as short as possible today. Mr. N4, yes, give us your feedback as to what is happening in the French territory after the announcement that we will not go to market in silence. Any suggestion coming from your French counterparts?
Thank you and good evening to the panelists. Today, yes, the French community is very excited to effect this launching on the exchange, all the noise that will go with it. We have not only noise, not all kind of noise, but sense noise. We have our regional director from Central Africa, Mr. Meto. I have shared some ideas with him, and I have been sharing also with the different executive directors from French countries, and we have a good feedback that is coming up. And I wish that they should suggest it once we have a clear direction that we can take. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, Mr. Emmanuel John, Nigeria. Give us your input, sir. Okay, I think Mr. John is having. Can you hear us, John? I think he's having some issues there. While he's sorting out himself, let's go to Prosperous Prince. Prosperous Prince, what is happening from the UK?
Okay, good night. I must say good night in the UK to all the panelists and all the viewers. The UK, boy, I don't even know where to start from. I've never seen anything like this, thinking about it over a year ago and then to see it really happening. The figures are rocketing and the investment have been coming in and also the challenge. There's a lot of people in the UK have been doing the challenge. I saw one person signed over, I would say, First Lady, she had signed 6 people, a minimum of over 150 pounds each, other people as well. We have Grace, Madam Grace in London. She has signed over 14 people this week. So the numbers, and not just the numbers are going up by signing. They have been doing the sponsors. I've got more money, more than anything for just sponsors only. So, we're reaching out to the people then, and so far we're working with, still working with Madam Ellen to get the numbers out. And we're also working with Michelle in your country, Mr. Abandon. And we've been working with Nigeria, our little friend there. He's been doing awesome things. So, the money is here. And also Madam Brooks have been doing her bit as well. So, the UK is looking good. In Jamaica, we started Zoom in Jamaica with a group in Jamaica as well. And we put a challenge to them. The first 50 people should come forward. We're ready to fund the first 50 people in Jamaica in this group that they have there now. So the sky's the limit.
Thank you very much.
News next week as well.
Thank you very much, Pastor Prince. And I thank you very much for reminding me of the challenge, because I did say that I will acknowledge those who took the challenge and executed in the 7-day period that we announced. So I haven't done that yet, but I will take some time this week to do a special broadcast just for them. All right. So Johnny the Bank.
Yes, they do it. Yes.
Johnny the Bank, welcome.
Thank you. Good evening, Mr. Abundance, and good evening to all the panelists and all the viewers. This evening, exactly from last year, December, up to now, I've come back to the base. I'm in my hometown just to see that TACC base is solidified, just to be in person with my national executive coordinator, so that we can work hand in hand. And I must say of a truth that almost every day transactions are being done from the side of the Togolese, both home and abroad. I must say that because almost everybody, they are passing through me to do the buying of the Bitcoin and all of that. And so transactions so be really expanded. So in respect to TACC going live after some few period with some of the leaders on ground already, and by the special grace of God, when we have a clear what that day is going to be, I must say that it's going to be a blast. come that day, sir.
Thank you very much. Can we go back to Emmanuel John? I think you're having some issues there with your mic. Can you hear us, sir? Okay, I think we have lost Emmanuel John again. So we will take him from the forum. All right, I just want to thank the leaders here, and we will go straight to the comments because, as I said, this is a feedback from the global committee of Tiashans. We want to hear what you have to say. Please, good evening, my boss. For us to prepare ourselves, we have to know the date that we are going to the market. Yes, the exact date will be announced. We know when the roadmap ends for the 75 cents, but the day itself, when we go launch, we shall know. And we shall also know what can we do within the period that we cut off the 75 cents to when we go market. All that will be by next week. We should actually know about that. But the planning is in place, and we will not go to market in silence. Greetings to the House of Tiashan globally and our members in Spain. Thank you very much, sir. Honorable CEO, Mr. Abundance, and the leaders in TACC. Yes, sir. We want to thank Ibrahim, our European ambassador. Good evening, House, to all the newcomers in the House. Thank you for extending the coin for a further 2 weeks to help me daily to continue to help sponsor. It's actually extended, the 50 cents extended for 4 weeks. So we cut down the 6 weeks of 75 cents to 2 weeks. Okay, so that's what has happened. So the 50 cent continues while the 75 cents is shortened. A further step to give you more for your money. Good evening, Mr. Abundance and TACC, the Tiashans in the house. Yes, good evening, sir. Evangelist Alice B. Latula, USA. Thank you very much, madam. Greeting, Mr. Abundance and the Tiashans in the house. TACC is going uphill. Madam Blessing Godwin from Kaduna. Thank you very much. Patience Unuwaba. Thank you very much. Good day, Mr. Abundance and the rest of the Tiashan. Just to confirm, Bitcoin is over 53, latest update as of today. I saw it as 57 this morning. I think I saw it at 57. Did it drop down?
Let me confirm. Confirm it has rose to 58,000 US dollar. 58,000.
Have mercy. So I think that was I guess something earlier this week. Greetings to Mr. Bond as a panelist and the global community. Yes, Mr. Blessing. Good day, Mr. Abundance. Good day, Pashewi. Good evening, dear Tiashans and to Mr. Bond. Let us put all our efforts together to make TACC fundraising drive a success. Thank you, Mr. Pendapala. Greetings to Mr. Abundance and the Tiashan. TACC is a finishing product. Thank you very much, Mr. Frederick from the Lesotho. Very good evening, Mr. Abundance, and our panelists and the Tiashans in the house. Good evening, TACC. All right, suggestions. Is there any other input within Mr. Abundance and other Tiashan? There is no stopping us now. Thank you very much. Good evening, Mr. Abundance, Tiashan. TACC is going uphill. Greetings from Antigua. Like what I'm hearing, TACC is going. Mr. Rufus. Thank you very much, Mr. Thompson. Good day, humble. I think if the coin was to rename the African Community Coin, it would have registered mass appeal and attraction. Please consider African Community Coin. TACC is a global coin. Our main emphasis is on the poorest people and on the poorest countries in the world, and that happens to be Africa. And so it is a coin to address inequality anywhere it is found. We are not a coin for a continent or for a region. TACC is a global coin. And we are focusing on us because we are the ones that have been wearing the global title of slave. But TACC is for everyone, no matter your color, your religion, your background, your education, where you come from. TACC is for one and for all. I'm asking that my people position themselves. That's all. Welcome to all. TACC is moving mountains, setting boundaries, reaching heights to cancel generational poverty. Thank you very much, our regional coordinator director over there for the Caribbean. Greetings from Uganda, the honor of the house, and congratulations to you, Mr. Pastor Joseph, for your recent appointment as the regional executive director for East Africa. Greetings, my fellow Tiashans. Yes, Mr. Fenton. TACC is going uphill. Colonel Jacks. This is now my hobby. It's so exciting preaching TACC. I preach on a daily basis, Madam Godwin. Thank you very much. Good evening, Mr. Abundance and all the panelists. TACC, and only TACC. First Lady UK, good evening, panel, and all the Tiashans. Be meaningful and make use of the extension. That's correct. Make use of the extension. The extension is there for you to get your coins as cheapest as possible. Good evening to Mr. Abundance, panelists, and the Tiashan. We, the UK people, like to say thank you for extending round 2, 50 cents. All the Black nations are coming together, working as one, dream and become. Thank you very much, Chrissy. Good evening, Mr. Abundance and the panelists. South Africa is waiting for direction and the manner it will take. We will not be quiet. Good evening, Mr. Abundance and the whole Tiashan. I'm from Nigeria. I'm happy to be a member of the Abundance Community Coin. Thank you very much, Mr. John. Greetings for the Tiashans in the house, Mr. Abundance. We are thank the Infinite for the supernatural speed he has given us in TACC. Thank you very much. Greetings to Mr. Abundance, the panelists, and the Tiashan globally. Namibia can't hide its readiness to go to the market. Thank you very much, Madam Tricia. His grace and glory. Good day, Chief Abundance and the panelists. Our going to market is not to be done silently. We should endeavor to sponsor more newbies. It's very important that we sponsor as many people as possible because, as I often mention, that a million person with one coin is better than 10,000 with a million coin. It's important that the base be strong. A million person with a million coin at 10 million with one coin is better than it. We're talking about numbers. You saw what I mentioned there, what I showed you, that my prime minister is posting no vaccination, no traveling, no job, no job. In other words, if you don't have a vaccine certificate to show, you will not be a part of the elite system. They are now once and for all bringing us into their global network by will or by force. Because as you get that injection, you have to take it and take it and take it until when all the biometric chips are implanted. So now we will be like robots. They will control how we think, where we think, what we do. They will know when we sleep. They will know where you are at any time. The elites want total control. Cryptocurrency came to rubbish all that. Except we understand we shall all perish. And those of you who believe politicians love you, is only when you're going down into the gallows you will realize they have no use for you. They have no use for you. Ha! Good evening, Mr. Abundance and all the panelists. May God continue to help us. Thank you very much, Mr. Yemen. I hope that we will all can wear at least t-shirts when TACC boldly stated on those shirts on the day we go live. Do we have a specific color for TACC? I'm not too sure which country you're from, but there are no specific colors. Right now, I have a t-shirt here. This is TACC. This is green. I have white. I have black. I have blue. I have all different colors of TACC. It's left up to you. Good evening. Blockchain and cryptocurrency is here to stay. Mr. Blair, thank you very much, sir. All right, and so I want to thank all of you who have contributed. This week we will have a meeting, I don't know when, with the global committee, as we begin to plan for TACC launch and the things that shall be done as we prepare to go live. As I mentioned earlier, the rise of Bitcoin has helped us to closer certification of the coin, and that is the power of cryptocurrency. I believe just by the rise of Bitcoin, it has on its own put at least over 600,000 in our fundraising drive, just by when we started to now, by the sheer rise of the coin. It has put us over 600,000 by the sheer appreciation. And that is what we have in TACC, the possibility of what Bitcoin is doing. Because we have everything in place: leadership, slogan, vision, mission, philosophy, theme, registration, incorporation, social programs. We have everything intact. We are not hiding. Hello to the TACC in the house. Let us keep moving forward. All right. So I want to bring in again I see our youth ambassador there, Mr. Gabriel. He joined us a little late. Mr. Emmanuel is giving some issues there. Mr. Gabriel, what's the word on the ground?
Yes, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Mr. Abundance. For prosperous. Warm greetings from Nigeria.
You're welcome.
Yes, I happen to be in the broadcast, but network just switched and I returned. At least I followed up everything. I heard what everything brother Prosperous for and you yourself said. Actually, here in Nigeria, the momentum is high. Like I said, a lot of registration is coming in. Just today, I think I received about 20 something names for funding from brother Raphael from Cross River. And the two groups get Bitcoin for TACC is always flooding. Transactions are coming in day and night, and people are not relenting. A lot of recruiting is going on, and the momentum is high. Madam Blessing, with constant communication with her, should be traveling to a place within her zone to further amplify what TACC is and possibly recruit a lot of people. She has new coordinators under her zone in Kano and I think in Jigawa. So, and Mr. Paul from Abuja again, he's doing a good job. He's one of the people that is causing traffic in the group, Get Bitcoin for TACC. So, Raphael there is also doing a great job. Mr. Boaz, a lot is happening and TACC is actually going up. You know, the excitement is there. People are really coming in mass, and you know, last a couple of days back, a theatrician called me. He said he's a founding member, that he needs some words of encouragement because the Nigerian government have exempted crypto banks from rendering crypto services to exchanges, and he wanted me to further comment on that to encourage him so that he will invest almost $500 for his wife. And I told him if there's any time that he will get into cryptocurrency, this is the time. Only a fool will be afraid of what the government is doing now because
this is a repeat of the scare tactics. That's what JP Morgan Chase did. That's what the media did. That's what Warren Buffett did. That's what they all did to us as poor people, to scare us. But look at what they're doing now. They're the ones now taking over the market.
Sure, sir. Sure. So I was telling him, look, we've been brainwashed to believing that anything that comes from the higher authority should scare people off. But no, that should not be the case. I know I started instances, I even have to take him back to the days of Bill Gates. As I studied, I told him when Bill Gates launched Microsoft Word, governments were against him, in fact, and there's a lot of things, but he persisted and went on. But today, virtually everyone in the US uses Microsoft. And JP Morgan Chase called Bitcoin a scam, a fraud in 2014. But today, he's in partnership with Coinbase.
Yes.
There's information reaching us that he's trying to even create his own coin, JP Morgan coin.
They have it already.
Sure.
Since 2 years ago.
Yeah. So I told him what the CBN did was just because we are in a bull run right now. The last time I checked, Bitcoin was over 58,400. Yes. So there's a buzz going on now. The government see people withdraw money from the bank and they won't know where the money went to. Money is leaving the banks. The banks are afraid. They are scared. So they just have to scare newbies. So and I said, look, I'm even sure the CBN governor has been. There's nothing to be afraid yet. So what is happening, sir? People are coming in mass, and TACC is actually going uphill.
All right, thank you very much. And so this is Bitcoin now. As you and I are speaking, it's now at $58,234.80. I am saying to the Tiashans in the house, with the coin that you now have, and TACC is at 58,234, how much money would you have in your wallet? And what will you be able to do? I'm asking the question because mark this number, TACC shall become and double. TACC will and shall become and double. And so even though we cannot guarantee it, we have to work towards it. Because we have the structure in place to double what Bitcoin has done, to make TACC be the premier coin. And that is why I said to the global community that the country that endorsed TACC first, there is where the headquarters will go. I said the first country to accept TACC as the official cryptocurrency, digital reserve currency, allow the citizens to spend it like money in the street, is there where TACC will work from. There's no if and but about that. And so I just want to thank you, Ambassador, there. I just show you what Bitcoin has arrived at, as you rightly says, over 58,000. Emmanuel John is there, but he seems I don't know if he can hear us. Did I remove him? No, Johnny the Banks is there. Emmanuel. I think something is wrong with him. I think he's out now. He's actually out. All right. Please let me have your final words as we bring this to a close, because as I said, today is going to be a very short one. Prosperous Prince, let's hear your last word from the UK. Yeah, unmute yourself, Prosperous Prince. Yes, give us your last comment. Thank you.
Yes, so far, final update. I had a meeting with SRTV in London, which we were supposed to do, Mr. Abundant, from when he was here. He finally contacted me and he's getting some information. He's on fire. That we will be, I think we'll be in studio sometime this week. broadcasting. And so I will give you further update. We'll have a second brief on what's going on, and then we'll ask all the members to join us from London broadcasting. So
Thank you very much
that's
for
another thing again. So that's good for us.
Thank you very much for the update. Johnny the Banks, give us your last word.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Wadans. I hold a view to tell all the viewer this evening that we are in the fourth industrial revolution, and cryptocurrency and blockchain technology have come to stay. We have no other cure apart from cryptocurrency. And so it's better you get involved and position yourself right now before it is too late. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mr. N4.
Even as we are connecting, I am trying to connect our French countries together to prepare this launching after the 30th March. I want to encourage everyone that is listening to us that we have no other options, but TACC is here to give you an option, because the elite and the government will not give you any other option but to follow them. So TACC is here to deliver you from them and to help you realize yourself in life. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Ambassador.
I just want to comment on the current happenings in the crypto space. The last bull run occurred in 2017, and then a lot of people got to know about crypto and got in. Now, institutions are coming into cryptocurrency: Tesla, MicroStrategy, Square, PayPal, MasterCard, Visa. The next bull run, government will start coming in, and TACC shall be rightly positioned, is already positioned to take the cryptocurrency in that regard. Thank you very much.
I like that. I like that very much. And you're so right that all the major financial providers are now lining behind cryptocurrency. A year ago, Fidelity Investment, that manages over 3.7 trillion in investors' assets, did a research which shows that over 80% of its investors are more likely to go into cryptocurrency. They see cryptocurrency even more favorable than stocks and bonds. Governments are still, the elites are now trying, because that is the big fight, and the government can't do any otherwise. The governments are the puppets for the elites. They can't do otherwise. Else, World Bank will not fund them. IMF will not fund them. They don't have they can't tell you. They cannot tell you that they cannot promote the vaccine. They have to promote the vaccine, because the elites are promoting it. The Bill Gates, they are promoting it. And so they can't tell us, but we can decide to do something so that we are not cloned by their vaccine, that we don't have to think what they want us to think. We can be independent. Because if the majority of us say this is money, it is money. It's finished. Whatever the majority says money is become. And so I just want to thank each and every one of you for participating. More information will be given as the committee on the ground begin to plan for TACC launch. And I will also give update as to what will happen when we end the sale in March, the end of March at 75 cents. What will happen during this period before we go to launch, if coins can be sold from TACC wallet, or if coins can be sold. I don't think it can be sold from the other wallets until we go to market. Or our fintech partners, they also partner with us to do certain things. to allow, even before we go to market, to spend TACC. So there are lots of things that are moving, and so I am really busy, I can tell you, trying to get all these things done. So I just want to thank everyone again for being a part of this community, for being a part of the vision as we dream and become. Thank you very much.